My bad. I was in a car accident on my way up here.
I do. I mean, it looks nice. I would like it to be carved out more. You know, have like a window that you can pop open and set a sniper rifle on.
The city needs more windows. These buildings need more windows.
Yeah. I mean, that's why I like this place. It's out in the open. I don't like to hide in buildings. You know what I mean? I rather, if someone wants to get me, they know where to find me. You know what I mean?
Well, you got options.
Yeah.
You know, if you want to hide, you can.
Right here?
No, you don't want to go inside.
No, fuck that.
Renovate the whole place.
Yeah. Eventually, depending on a couple things. So,
all right, yeah, let's
all right.
You know, I'm excited for you, man. I actually think look, I think this is a great thing. All right? No, I think that this is kind of the way things should be.
I don't disagree. I think you make a great chief. I'm addicted to investigative shit, building up departments. And, well, then you have the BCSO.
Yeah, I don't know what's... we don't have to talk about them, but I don't know what's going to happen.
Why does Frost... What is this whole bullshit about me and Frost being married or something like that? He's spreading a nasty rumor around.
Yeah, you and Frost are married.
We're not, though.
And a lot of the detectives are in BCSO are going to be prioritizing going to you over him. I already have the intel on all of this. He is not going to be a happy camper.
Wait, I'm not married to him.
You are married to him. You guys, the two of you are gay married together. You guys are.
I'm not gay.
A gay marriage. You guys are married.
We're not married.
You're married, man.
I double checked to ensure that there wasn't any funny business he may have pulled. There is no marriage certificate.
All right, then. Hey, happy day. You're just divorced, just like me. My God.
What even makes you say that we're married? I'm confused.
That's what you and Frost were telling me, that you guys are married.
I'm literally not gay.
All right, man. No.
Do you know how many vaginas I pulled up with piss?
Yeah, man. So many of them.
The diet's going well. I just want to lose a couple more.
A lot of them, man. Like, yeah, I've heard the stories, man.
What, did I wake up one day and I'm just like, you know what? I'm into dick now. Like, I mean, that's possible, but
yeah, that's what I
would have known that. No. What?
Oh,
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
court case wasn't good, huh?
Well, I just think do you want my honest opinion?
Oh yeah, of course. No
Miller,
please, because
Miller admitted to fucking up.
What a dumbass! What a dumb fucking asshole.
Well, no, he didn't in court. I mean, to us, high command, etc. Right? It was already noted that he was told to smash up the second monument, right? So there's culpability of the high command that was inside. But the thing is, that was Opal and Maxwell. Have you not been told this?
Opal and Maxwell are always fucking shit up, ain't they?
Sure.
I like the both of them,
but I do too.
Fucking people touch, they fuck up.
No, I do too. I like Opal, though she's dramatic, and I think Maxwell is probably the only reason why Shift 1 LSPD still exists. Quite frankly. Because it was a shit show with the leaders prior to that. She did 90% of the work while the rest just sat in a fucking room all day. But here's the thing. Once it was known that Miller fucked up, I don't think the department needed to... Brother, that's when you cut the check. You know what I mean? My guy fucked up. How much do you need? All right, boom.
Here's the issue. I told them that I just want to settle this thing out. I don't want to bother going to court over this shit. All right.
Who's
And
them?
each time-
ADMC, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they weren't going to do
they
that.
Turned it down.
That is correct. However, there is a second option, which is you still don't have to go to court. Their settlement is option one. The second is, if they don't want to settle, is where you say, we did XYZ, summary judgment. Because here's the issue now. And I'm just gonna
on there.
I'm just gonna be honest. That court case was either 3.5 or 4.5 hours. It was a long fucking case. They didn't speak to each other.
Pre-trial hearing.
Brother. Oh yeah, that's right. Barrett was representing Maxwell and Opal. Schwinghammer was representing Miller and the LSPD. So in the pre-trial, Barrett severed them off the case. The prosecution, fucking what's his name, was like, hey, we should not do that. You're gonna make it a 3-month-long case because it's gonna come out that they are intricately involved, which means then there'll be a continuance, which means we're gonna have to bring him back. That was Robin, right? And the defense is like, no, whatever, Robin, what a dumbass, blah, blah, blah. So they got severed off, right? In other words, they got, taken off as defendants, right? Well, what happens next? Now it's Schwinghammer's time to talk. And he says, on behalf of Miller and the LSPD, Miller was just following directions and following orders. Smile.
I shouldn't have to micromanage him to this fucking level.
They were standing next to each other. And in that moment, I go, wow, he just fucked you guys. But to be fair, now you used to be an attorney, right? Schwinghammer he fucked them, but really they fucked each other because they should have all spoken, because Barrett was acting in the best for the best interest of Maxwell and Opal. Schwinghammer was operating under the best interest of Miller. Nobody was operating under the best interest of the LSPD, because who the fuck knows what that argument looks like, right? Oh my God, it was the most I've been to a lot of court cases. This may have been the single greatest court moment hearing that, like from a disaster perspective.
Can I get your honest opinion on something?
Yeah. Sure.
Why does this PD struggle so much in court? I don't understand. Why can they not articulate the facts and know what type of defenses to put up? Like, they should just know.
Ping chase mentality, Pred. I say it not to be rude. I say it because I'm honest.
How do you fix it?
Wait for the nuke to go off. Why waste your
or?
time? Wait till the fucking nuke goes off. Quite frankly, that's where I eventually.
See, here's the thing. I can't do something like that night.
Okay.
I have to fight now.
No, I know. I don't know. I tried to solve it, but people turn it into other shit, right? It starts. I mean, it requires determination, right? Like, hey, this is the standard, and you stick to it, and you don't allow people to cry or protect, right? Otherwise, you can't get that vision out. I mean, look, Brent, it's been over a year of a mandate in which to hire to have numbers, right? But when the hirings happened, they were looking for drivers and shooters. So, and as much as I do, people enjoy that, and I do too. But if they're not required to do the actual police work portion of it, this is what the outcome is. Right? Why would you do reports? Why would you do follow-up? Why would you process right? Why would you do all these things if you know, A, you can't get in trouble for doing it wrong. 2, you don't get in trouble for sending people for, 10 months instead of the 300, right? Or whatever the fuck. Why would you do any of that instead of chase the Poggies?
I know what I got.
The Poggies equal cash. The rest of it doesn't, unless you know what you're doing.
Poggies don't equal cash for me, God damn it!
They do.
Look, listen. Here's the thing that I'm thinking about doing. All right, I gotta find some fucking cops that can. They don't need to be the best, but I need to find some people and how to fucking stand up in the court of law. All right, because every court case that these motherfuckers do. Even when I saw the forehead Manx one, these guys they just weren't doing a good job.
That's not fair. As someone that saw them do the work, Ruby and Maeve did the best they could given the circumstances. Let me tell you something.
Basic thing. Before you continue, look, I think this is important. All right, you can't tell me that they did the best they have when they didn't even call anyone in to interrogate them. Right?
But I'm going to tell you why. Is because those two are one of, like, there's like less than 10 people willing to do that. That's the problem. It's because I watched them work. They worked as hard as they could. But what are you supposed to do when the other 30 cops that were involved are fucking and don't care? Because listen, the only reason they even had half that evidence is because me and Maxwell happened to be riding around and we were talking about what the fuck we're going to do because everyone fucked off during the case. And it came to my mind. I'm like, wait a minute. Did we check for evidence here? And she went and looked and we realized the casings were there. And then we realized the gun was left behind. And then I brought her to where I was pretty sure we had the boat and we found the boat. We found all that shit late at night. No one did any of it. And you know, when push came to shove, I had some fucking brain dead PPO saying I may have caused the bomb to go off. Why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do that? All these fuckers literally dipped. So at that stage, Pred, right? You're not wrong. Why were they not interrogated? That should be a thing. But they couldn't because they had to do all the other legwork. And by the time you're done with that, you're going to be mentally cooked. Right? It takes a team. It takes a group to do those efforts.
I'll be honest. Here's like, I gotta go. All right, so, when I would work shit, all right, but it was important for me, right, and what helped me a lot. I mean, you can see all the Marshall reports. I would write all my thoughts down. All right? I would write out my plans of attack. I would write out everything. I would note take everything. That's why my reports, a lot of them are just like walls of text. Because while I was taking reports on stuff, I would also add notes. I would also add like what it is I need to look into. And I would try and continue upon that. And it's just like, all
right, call me later.
I just don't think people have a plan. That's like the issue, right? Like, to me, what it looks like is these people, they're intelligent enough. They fucking definitely put forth the fucking effort, but they don't know how to formulate a plan and be like, what type of question should I be asking myself in order to get to a certain end of a problem? Like, and I don't know if it's a lack of inexperience or people not understanding how important planning is. I agree. You do need a group. 100%. That's like my whole thing is I want a group of officers. I don't give a fuck about coverage. I want a group of officers that actually work together, working shit. But what it just sounds like is it's just like, okay, go through the automated shit. I get subpoena. I get this together. I get that together. But what's the plan?
How do you...
There always has to be a plan.
You're 1,000% correct, but I want to point once again at the critical issue is when 95% of the force will not even do the bare minimum. And they will leave Ruby out to dry. They will leave Maeve out to dry. They will leave Aaron, who, yeah, say what, I've got concerns too about her, but for a greater part of a year, she did every case for the LSPD. And she was even her own prosecutor. What is his name? The fuck we fired would be a prosecutor and then dip the day of the trial, right?
Oh, like, Leo Spark.
And so, no, okay, that's the other dumb fuck. No, the other one, Bruce Collins, right?
Bruce was an absolute baboon.
It,
I went
it's
against
easy.
him in court several times. That guy's dumb as shit.
It's easy to point at those that have to take the spotlight in those moments. And look, Maeve's got a lot to learn. Ruby's got a lot to learn in investigations, right? But where they don't have the bandwidth simply because no one else is assisting. Now, right?
You know what I noticed the issue is, and I'm seeing it now. Like, so I got a few cases that I opened up for like my people to look into, right? And I notice how it's like I try and give them like advice when it comes to like interrogations. I'm like, sometimes in the beginning when we have multiple people we got to interview, believe the lie. You don't need to convince them of anything. Believe the lie that they're telling you and help strengthen it. And then just after you interview some people, it's not like you just interview people once and then you're done. I mean, on this Baz and shit, I've interviewed several people twice over the span of 10 days to get to draw to the conclusion on this case that I'm at. While I think it's 50-50, shaky at best, I feel like I have to try at least to set an example.
Yeah, we're not about W's and L's. That's not why we do this. It's the experience. It's the journey.
It's about trying to for people to kind of see where it's like, believe the lie in the beginning, let them build upon it, interview tons of people, even people who just might be around who might have just like a little bit. Maybe you'd be surprised what you can learn from people. I just want them to interrogate. I want them to pull
I
people
think
in
they
a room.
want to. Like Maeve did. Let's use her as an example. She did yesterday, or what was it? The day before that, BCSO got bombed and whatnot. These are things they want to do. Once again, bandwidth, right? That bombing situation was one of the most complicated scenes I think we've dealt with in over a year. It was so bad that there was law enforcement that wanted to prep for the chase instead of worry about the bomb that was about to explode on civilians. I want you to put that in perspective. Some of these people should not be cops. They're mentally incompatible with police.
Yeah.
On the radio, I had to 10-3. We had 3 minutes for the bomb to blow that was on civilians. And I'm like, well, who's going to be the chase order? And I'm like, these people should not even, they should be blacklisted, quite frankly, until they and bring their cousin in, level of shit. Like, that's what you're dealing with. I hate to say it, but I'm just going to say it straight. A lot of people join the police force for the Poggies. You can't change that.
No, I mean, you're right. We can't change it. So you got to find the people that want to do the shit, and you got to empower them. You got to make sure you got to give them oversight.
When they come in and they're like, I am looking to be law enforcement to end crime, and they understand that they play a part among everyone on everything. It's not one or two people's job to do all their bitch work.
Exactly. I mean, that's why. Look, I have an idea for something, but I don't know if it works. I mean, there's just. I'm brainstorming. I'll come to you on the idea once I have it flushed out.
Like, you have my support. I have already let my marshals know yesterday. We're not doing gatekeeping shit. That's what destroyed the marshals, makes them useless. Information must be shared. Our primary directive will be to do the things that PD does not have the time for and directly involve them on cases. It will not be our case. It will not be LSPD's case. It will not be BCSO's case. It will be law enforcement's case. Right? There may be select situations where obviously there's going to be cases that you're going to want your department to work, and BCSO is going to want to work, and ones that we're going to work. But when it comes to the general atmosphere should be, let's work together. I
agree. We should be working together, but I also do agree that sometimes we should be working separate.
Yeah, if you got cases, work them. You know what I mean? But we should not keep the door shut on anyone.
Well, yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? I want to make sure that we have everything cohesive, like information sharing. That's like the biggest issue. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I'm sure you're aware of what the marshals were telling Miller and Brandy, who were trying to do the archivist stuff. They was like,
yeah, we spoke about it.
I mean, the marshals just before. I feel like they always took, but they never gave. You know what I mean?
Oh, I know. Yeah, they and that Doc and Opal were part of that issue. I've already spoken to Doc, by the way.
Oh yeah.
So
Is he still one of yours?
yeah, I'm not firing him.
How many people work for you?
I have no idea. I haven't even gotten that far. I haven't even opened arcade. I'm gonna get to the fun shit later. Right now, the administrative back end is completely fucked. I don't think you understand how bad it is. I am literally rebuilding everything. Well, and Dark. They were useless.
Yeah, Dark unfortunately ain't a leader. Right? He doesn't know how to lead.
No.
You know?
Yeah.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the
Dark's
same.
A good cop,
He's a good cop. Yeah, we're gonna get there. There's a lot of motivation. I mean, we had yesterday. We outnumbered BCSO. Obviously, that's a fluke, right? But I think we had like about 11 marshals on duty yesterday evening for 6 hours. So there's a lot of motivation there. I'm going to continue to encourage that motivation. I've made it clear that it's going to be a flat structure. I'm not giving out Valorant ranks. It's useless. We're too small of a department and will continue to be so. There's but
not that time.
It is.
Pulling out my gun. I can't.
Yeah, even with the embarrassment that was that court case with Miller, that's not on. You can't blame Ruby. You can't blame Maxwell. You can't blame even Opal at the end of it, right? You can't blame Maeve. What are you supposed to do when you have a bunch of dumb fucks that shouldn't be caught?